Hello and welcome back to another Omni Heroes video. In this video, hopefully, we're going to go from stage 41 to stage 50, and we need to use ethereals this time. So let's go ahead and build ourselves an ethereals team. Now, the three ethereals that I used to use very, very consistently are these three right here. So you would have Ellie, Katrina, and Dorabella. Now, the way that I used to build this team, funny enough, I was have Atrops in there. And the reason that I'd have Atrops in there is to link up with Ellie. And then also, sneaky synergy, you can have Solomon in there as well. Now, if you do have the proof of Valianters and proof of Avengers, then you will get both of those buffs, so the Soul Eater buffs. And then this back middle slot will become exceptionally powerful. Now, what I'm not going to do is do that. And primarily because, well, yes, it's not for me. But what I will do is add in Corolla. In fact, no, let's go ahead and add in Lily and Leah to this spot. And then that way we can link up with Dorabella. And then we will also pop in Sandra here. And the reason for that is because of the Monarch synergy. So now we have 3 Monarchs, we have 2 Shadow Arcs, we have 2 Dawnbringers, 4 Ethereals technically. We have 2 Glorians technically and 2 Mystifiers as well. Now we need to go ahead and change up our relics. And let's go ahead and pop in Chaos Orb. It's still very reliable to this day. I use it in PvP quite a bit because of the energy gain that you get from it. I also use Excalibur in PvP quite a bit, endgame PvP, really powerful. And you can go ahead and throw in Night's Edge in there. The best one, the best chrono relic for ethereals would be the Demon Blade Whip. But again, let's pop in Scales just because they are the most easily accessible. Let's jump in and let's see whether or not we can go ahead and win. Now, when I started adding to this ethereals lineup here, I would also add Karnak in there. So Katrina and Karnak get that protector synergy. Very powerful. Very powerful stuff. You also have the 2 Dawnbringers, but primarily you kind of want to build around Ellie. Ellie will do a lot of damage if you build around her. Now, I do have exclusive runes for all of these units. I have red runes for Catherine, red runes for Dorabella. I have epic runes for Ellie. I have 2-2, so 2 legendary, 2 epic for Lily and Leah. And I have Sandra's epic runes as well. So we should see a decrease in HP here. And as you can see, we're still on round 1. So we do lose out on energy increase. Every time that we do a dodge, we'll lose, I think it's 50 energy. And then that way we can retaliate with an ultimate attack. Very powerful stuff. And as well, we've got our corrode damage kicking in as well. That is really the key to winning. For me anyway, it's really the key to winning. We also have the Famine Scales working alongside the Glorians Grace of Hunters synergy as well to increase our attack and defense. Now Dorabella's going to do absolutely massive damage here. Yeah, as you can see, took out one of the front units, and Ellie here, yeah, she's doing big damage as well. But Katrina really is the payload for this entire team, and she will do absolutely crazy damage. Yeah, actually less than Ellie. That's strange. So Ellie is actually doing much more damage than Katrina is. It's a bit weird to think. But Sandra doing a lot there. Dorabella with the follow-up attacks, really useful. Comes in really handy. But as you can see, able to get through with these teams. Ellie to do the most damage, Katrina and Dorabella. Those are your 3 ethereals that you want to use if you don't have any better ethereals. Now, say for example, we take out Ellie and then we want to put in Karnak in this situation. Now, say you've got Karnak at 7 stars. Fantastic unit, really is, and really comes to life at 7 stars as well. Partnering with Katrina in this instance, and the reason that you partner with Katrina, again, is the protector synergy, but also the synergy between the shields. So every time you crit, Katrina will provide shielding based on her own attack, and Karnak will also provide healing based on the damage done via crits. which will then in turn play into the Grace of Hunters synergy. As you can see, every time we get a crit, we'll heal, and then we'll boost up our attack as well. So just something to keep in mind. As you can see with Karnak on the team, it becomes a much stronger team. For me anyway, for me personally. Now the other unit that you can use is Portia. Portia does absolutely massive damage. It's the fact that she's got the 1,000 or 1,500% increase in attack damage. Just so powerful, really powerful. Yeah, just crazy. But we do get the shields here based on Lillian Leah's attack. So the more attack that Lillian Leah has, the better the shields will be. And Sandra here to do a lot of the damage as well. We get Famine Scales healing us up. I think we're already at max healing or max increase potentially. We'll just see. Yeah, so as you can see, with Karnak added onto the team, we build up a lot faster. The rest of them are all just out. As you can see, Katrina doing massive damage. So taking Ellie out and replacing her with Karnak, much better for the team. Now, let's go ahead, take out our Dorabella, and let's go ahead and pop in. Let me pop in Wukong. And the reason that I'm going to pop in Wukong is so that we can have our 3 protectors. We've got 3 Glacians, we've got the 4 Ethereals, 2 Light Seekers, 2 Royals, 2 Monarchs, 2 Glorians, 2 Mystifiers, 1 Deviant, 1 Celestial. Again, if we can change out Wukong for Lysandra or Elohim or any of the other Ethereals here, but I think we should be absolutely fine. So let's power through and see where we get up to. Again, I really do value Wukong. I think a lot of people underrate him. Whenever he switches, by the way, he has the potential to copy the buffs for himself and also for the unit he switches with. So in this case, Sandra will start to get massive buffs. So yeah, Karnak playing into the Grace of Hunters synergy. Wukong here to start doing a lot of damage. Katrina, yeah, and he's just gonna start to polish them off, I think. So I got a very itchy nose for some reason. Weird. And we get the miss here. So Sandra to do it, and then Wukong to follow up. He's just so effective, Wukong, especially in these lower powered levels. Really powerful unit. So let's take out Wukong. So you don't have Wukong, you need that 3rd Ethereal. Let's go ahead and take you out. Let's change Katrina for Dorabella. And once we get past stage 45, that's when I'm going to start using a lot of other units, a lot more powerful units as well. But again, I'm just demonstrating these stages are possible with any of these units. It's really the Grace of Hunters synergy that gets you going effectively. In combination with Karnak and the crits that can be done. Very powerful indeed. So Dorabella here to combo off every time Dorabella gets a crit, or every time any unit gets a crit, we're going to start building up a lot of attack and a lot of defense as well. As you can see, we are losing a lot of physical and magical defense, but this shouldn't be too much of an issue. So as you can see, Sandra here to do a flipping lot of damage. Monarch synergy, very powerful. Unfortunately, taking quite a bit of damage here because we don't seem to have built up as quickly as we've previously done. But Lillian Leah to provide the shielding, to provide the additional protection. Sandra here going to do a lot of damage to our enemies. Karnak to finish things off with Lillian Leah. We'll get the scales to heal us up, and we'll get all those increases. And Dorabella, yeah, finish things off. What a unit Dorabella is. But Sandra here looks like she's absolutely fantastic. Let's go ahead and see who the enemy boss is. So it's Lachesis. What we really need is Gwyn in this spot. And so we'll take out Lily and Leah and go ahead and pop Gwyn in. So Lily and Leah does counter it as well. So as you can see, we did have it countered already, but the reason that I'm changing over to Gwyn, firstly, is the Protector synergy. You do want, so we take out Dorabella, we'll pop in Katrina in this spot, and in fact we'll take out Portia and pop in Dorabella. So we've got our 2 Monarchs and we've got 3 Protectors. But the reason that I choose Gwyn is because of his speed. He is the slowest unit imaginable, maybe not, but he acts after the enemy Lachesis. So let me just show this off. Lachesis will provide or will release the revitalization effect for enemies here. You'll see that at the end of round 1 if they survive, but she pots on the revitalization effect, and at the end of the round, at the start of the next round, she heals, or all of the enemies heal back up to full health effectively. But that's what we want to avoid. So we use Gwyn because he acts after this enemy Lachesis, and he removes the revitalization effect before it has a chance to kick in. Fortunately, it looks like we're doing too much damage as is anyway. But yeah, it is what it is. Okay, so it looks like enemies are actually slower than us. And Gwyn got in there for an attack a bit earlier than I thought he would. So maybe they've changed it. Maybe they've changed the speed of this Lachesis. Not too sure. But we get the attack increase, which should be absolutely fine. Able to take them out, no problem. But yeah, Gwyn. So revitalization effect here. Victoria acts. Gwyn should normally act after that. But again, we should be okay. Yeah, enemies are taking a lot of damage here. There we go. So it looks like we're fully built up now. And Katrina to do the business as well. Right, okay. So let's go ahead. We've cleared 45. Let's go ahead and build a new team. One with these 2 in it. These 2, unstoppable. I promise you, they are unstoppable. Now you can go ahead and use Dorabella in this slot, because she pairs up with Elisha. You now have your 2 Monarchs on the team. You can also run a Deviant, so you want Dullahan for your Deviant synergy, as well as your 3rd Monarch. We also have the Glacian synergy popping off, so we want to choose Seraphina. You can also go with Ariana as well. That way you get 2 Enchanters, 3 Deviants, 2 Glorians, 2 Mystifiers, 1 Light Seeker, 1 Celestial. But again, I think, to be honest, Wu is probably your best bet. This team is one of the ones I've been running. So I've taken out Dorabella on this team, pop Karnak in. This, for me, is one of the better setups that you can run. You have the 2 pairings, so your Monarch Deviants here. You do have Karnak to provide the additional HP increase. You have Wu Zetian here in order to provide the Grace of Hunters synergy, and then Eudora, just because she's Eudora and she'll see you through everything, pretty much. Going to take out these relics. One sec. Sorry about that. Right, okay, so let's go ahead and choose our relics for ethereals. Now, I don't think, for me personally, Leviathan is not good enough as an ethereal starter relic, which is why typically I'll use Chaos Orb. Now, depending on who you use, say for example, if you use Wukong, this is your best ethereal artifact. The fact that you get an additional proc from Wukong is very, very good. He does need it. He needs that gourd in order to function properly. Now this hammer works very well in stunning and slowing down enemies, especially if you can get it off quite early. And then this Demon Blade Whip is probably best bet because of the increased HP that you get. So Sanctuary has a 35% chance of not disappearing when attacked. The relic additionally increases the max HP of all allies by 75% for 2 rounds. That can be very, very effective, especially with somebody like Ophelia on the team, but we don't have Ophelia. What we do have is Elisha on the team, and we want our HP as high as possible to survive those early couple of rounds, which is where the Deviant synergy comes in, and the Monarch synergy comes in as well. Now, what we can do, take out Eudora, Wu Zetian here, and we can pop in Lillian Leah, because Lillian Leah will increase the stack limit. If you want to go full Monarch, you add Audrey in, and you put her in this front slot here. And then what you can do is you can effectively work around that Monarch synergy, especially with Elisha. If you can get 4 Monarchs on the team, so we've got 3 at the moment, but if you can take out Eudora, if you don't have Eudora, you just replace it with a Monarch on this particular setup. Again, Lillian Leah, Talinas, any one of those will do effectively. But as it stands at the moment, absolutely fine. So as you can see, we gain 12 relic energy per attack that we do, or per crit, I believe it is, which helps build up that relic energy very, very quickly. So Eudora here to proc again. Now that does build up relic energy very, very quickly. Every time we miss, or every time we get a dodge in, Eudora or any of the units on the team will perform their ultimate. As you can see, it's a much more effective team, dead before really anybody can take an action. Again, so powerful. This combo of Eudora and Elisha. If you have a look very closely, so have a look at Eudora when she does a crit, and when she performs her ultimate attack. So what I mean by this is Eudora will perform her ultimate attack. She'll hit once, she'll increase HP and attack, and then she will hit again. She'll hit 5 times, and each of those 5 times will increase attack and HP as well, giving that additional survivability. So there we go, procced once, we get the increase in attack, and then there you go, 5 times effectively we increase HP and attack. Doesn't look to have done too much to the enemy, but we're up to 12 stacks already, 12 of 50. So really strong. And also Elisha's passive as well. Every time one of our allies takes action, I believe she gets an increase to her own attack, which can be very beneficial. But as you can see, we are building up our attack, and every time we get a dodge in, we'll perform that ultimate, which just so powerful. Unfortunately, no misses for Audrey here, but we don't have enough energy to trigger it anyway. I believe it's 50 energy to trigger. Now that's Dullahan. Yeah, Dullahan has provided the most damage here. That's thanks to the corrode, even out damaging Eudora, performing her ultimate twice. Really strong stuff. Now, if you don't have, you should have Dullahan. Again, I'm not going to tell you that you should have all of these units up to the same star level that I have. It's just impossible. It really is almost. It's basically impossible unless you are spending crazy amounts of money in order to pump up your team like this. Again, I got the skin for Eudora through VIP perks. She is available through those VIP perks. Or the skin is, I think it's at VIP 10 or VIP 12. I think it is. No, I think it's VIP 10. And then the new avatar frame are available after that. But the skin is so good. I didn't buy it for the longest time. I probably should have bought it. Yeah, Audrey here, just putting the hammer down, finishing things off very quickly for us. So we should have 2 more levels to go. I'm just going to blitz through using this team. It's one of my favourite teams to use. Absolutely love it. Again, with the introduction of Elisha into the game, I do think that everybody should get Elisha to 6 stars. I really do. I think that Elisha is absolutely required at 6 stars. She can fit in just about every single team. She doesn't really need to go in ethereals. I mean, her passive is based on crit damage, so if you've not got very high crits at all, can be very detrimental to the team or to her passive. But you will start to build up her passive anyway with those crits. She will do the crits herself. And if you want to add in Eudora alongside any other team, her and Eudora, so it's Elisha and Eudora, she's going to start to put the work in. Really strong. Really, really strong. So here we get the Mist, Dullahan to retaliate and knock them all out, you know. We've still got 25 energy left, so Audrey here, again, 7,000 million right off the bat. This is only round 1 of round 15. As you can see, it's super, super easy, as long as you've got that ethereal, as long as you've got that Glorium to proc the Grace of Hunters synergy. Super, super powerful. Eudora really does help, but she's not required. I mean, the attack and HP increases alone from Elisha on a fleshed out Ethereal's team is more than enough, I would say, to complete all the way through to Nightmare 100. So if you are having trouble, you know, go pick yourself up a copy of Elisha. Should be out next Friday. So this Friday coming up, I believe, will be the final oath of the season. That's stage 49 cleared. Let me just go ahead and check. One sec. 17 days, so no. Next week won't be oath. It'll be the week after. Be the final oath of the season. You want to go ahead, pick up a copy of Elisha at 6 stars. I would not blame you. She is super, super powerful. Now, this mercenary here loses 1 HP when performing a basic attack. Not much that we can do about it, to be honest. We just typically want we want to be able to dodge those as well. So Ethereal's perfect for this type of perfect for this type of event, because we do want the increase in dodge. Now, another thing you can do is go with Avengers and Ethereals, and again, the reason for that is because Avengers will increase dodge, but we will also increase or retaliate with a basic attack as well as an ultimate. So as you can see, Eudora to pop off here a little bit, and that is, I believe, in response to the dodges that we've got. Yeah, so we'll start to build up this energy. Eudora, she'll use the the attack here, or the retaliation, to build us up even further, and here just become unstoppable. There's just no chance of doing it, of losing here, I think, for me personally. Yeah, by the end of round 2, I think, yeah, Dullahan to proc, finish things off, and that's it. That's Nightmare 50. Again, using this back row, it is spot on. If you don't have that back row, any of the teams that I've showed off earlier in the video will really help. So thanks very much for watching. I do hope you have a fantastic day. Let me know how it's going for you, and then yeah, you know, good luck.